Salvete omnes! If you'd like to support the channel along with these patrons, there's a link in the description box below. The months in Latin are pretty easy to learn because they're almost exactly the same in English, and the last four actually are the same. In this lesson, we'll also go through the ordinal numbers, the numbers like first, second, third, etc. And there's also some history in this lesson, so stay tuned. The first line of this lesson's story is Annus in duodecim menses ividitur. The verb in the sentence is in what form? The passive mood. The tur ending is a giveaway. So this means is divided. I cover the passive mood in lesson 29, linked in the upper right corner, so I won't go over it here. We have seen annus before. This gave English words like annual. And what do you think the middle part means? Duodecim is the number 12. Duo, 2, decim, 10, like decimal. And what 12 things is a year divided into? Months, of course. The word mensis is where the word menstruation came from, specifically from the word menstrua. So altogether this is, the year is divided in 12 months. And what's the first month? Mensis primus est Januarius. And it has how many days? Januarius unum et triginta dies habet. Try to guess how we would say that Februarius is the second month. Februarius mensis secundus est. We just change the vowel slightly and add a second declension ending. And remember, word order is flexible in Latin. Can you figure out the next sentence? Februarius brevior est quam ceteri undecim menses. Brevior means briefer. This is the comparative form of brevis. And since this is a comparison, one of the words must mean than. Which is it? Quam. And do you remember the literal meaning of et cetera? And others. So the full sentence means February is briefer than the other 11 months. The next sentence rephrases this. Mensis anni brevissimus est. It is the shortest month of the year. This ending, issimus, gives the meaning the most or the least. It is the superlative form, and it is declined just like first and second declension adjectives. If you play music, you may recognize this form in the words pianissimo and fortissimo, meaning softest and loudest. These came from Italian, which is why the us changed to o at the end of the word. Let's say now that the Nile, Nilus, is the longest river, flumen, which is a neutral noun. Nilus est flumen longissimum. Next we have Janus et Mars sunt Dei Romani. Mensis Januarius nominatur a Deo Jano et mensis Martius a Deo Marte. This should be pretty easy to understand, and it teaches us the names of 2 months and 2 gods. It also teaches us how to say is named after or is named from. We use the passive form plus the preposition a, which triggers the ablative. So the second sentence means the month January is named after the god Janus, and the month March after the god Mars. These are the only months named after gods. The next sentence says, Alii menses sunt aprilis, quartus, maius, quintus, Junius, Sextus, Julius, Septimus, Augustus, Octavus. Other months are April, the 4th, May, the 5th, June, the 6th, July, the 7th, August, the 8th. Here we have many of the ordinal numbers. And if you've ever wondered why September, October, November, and December are not the 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th months, here's why. Tempore antiquo Martius mensis primus erat. Eo tempore September mensis septimus erat. October, November, December, menses octavus, nonus, decimus erant. Tempore is the ablative form of tempus, and combined with antiquus, this means ancient times. And if you remember, when the ablative form is used in regard to time, it's indicating the point in time that something happened. So this first sentence means, in ancient time, March was the first month. In the second sentence, eo does not mean I go. This is a homonym, and is the ablative form of is, ea, id. These are the words that eventually turned into he, she, it in vulgar Latin, as I mentioned in the video on how Latin became the Romance languages. In classical Latin, it was used to refer back to something just mentioned, so eo tempore means at that time. Altogether then, this is, at that time, September was the 7th month. October, November, December were the 8th, 9th, 10th months. And this is true. For a while, there were only 10 months in the Roman calendar and 304 days. It's really weird, but it seems like they just sort of ignored the other 61 days and called them unorganized winter. Anyway, let's go through the story now. Annus in duodecem menses dividetur. Mensis primus est Januarius. Januarius unum et triginta dies habet. Februarius brevior est quam ceteri undecem menses. Mensis anni brevissimus est. Mensis tertius est Martius. Janus et Mars sunt Dei Romani. Mensis Januarius nominatur a Deo Jano, et mensis Februarius a Deo Marte. Alii menses sunt Aprilis, quartus, Maius, quintus, Junius, sextus, Julius, septimus, Augustus, octavus. Tempore antiquo Martius mensis primus erat. Eo tempore September mensis septimus erat. October, November, December, menses octavus, nonus, decimus erant. Mensis September nominatur a numero septem. October, November, December, ab octo, novem, decem. Okay, hopefully this lesson will help you learn the months and ordinal numbers. Remember that on Patreon you can download the audio of the story and a transcript with the English translation. See you next time.